What's going on, everyone? So today I'm going to be doing a sort of a retro kind of video. Haven't done one of these in a while, and that's a pickups. As you can see, I have many things that I have acquired. I don't think I did one since I've been living in this house. I think I've done one before I moved. Can't really remember. Anyway, so I'm going to go through just some of the stuff I've got, pickups, whatever you want to call it, and yeah, let's get to it. Alrighty, may as well just start off with the most interesting stuff first, and that would be hardware things. So, first up, one of you picked up this Neo Geo CD. Got it from Luke Morse. I'll put his YouTube channel in the description below. I've bought a lot of things off him. Pretty good seller, cleans up stuff pretty nicely. Got to do some videos on this one. It's missing all the cables and everything. I need to make a controller and AV cable, hopefully RGB mod it. I think it already has RGB out and just need to make cable for it. After that, we've got the NES Mini. I got this last year when it came out. Got it day one. It's a bit dusty, it's just been sitting on the shelf. Modded and stuff. I didn't bother making a video on that. There's already a bajillion on YouTube. I did mod the controller in it just for a tutorial the other day, if you've seen that one. And if you've been following the channel, you would also notice that I also got one of these, and that is the Super Nintendo Mini. Haven't actually played this yet. It's still sitting out in my lounge room, waiting to be played. I did do a teardown of it. Obviously, if you've been watching the channel, you would have seen that. I think it was a couple of videos before this one, I'm not sure. I don't know when this video is going to come out. Pretty neat. It's the same board pretty much as the NES Mini. It's a different revision. A few different things have changed. I'll put a link down below as well where you can watch the teardown of that one. Then after that, as you can see here, I've also made just a quick video on this one. This is my Model M. I've been trying to get one of these for years. I finally acquired one. I ended up buying this and a Unicomp repo. Didn't bother with the Unicomp, it's just thrown in the cupboard somewhere. It's really not that good. Not as good as the original. This is a PS2 version, and it has the removable cable, as you can see. It was made in 1984, so it's a lot older than I am, but still enjoyable. It's still got the steel plate and everything inside. It's very heavy. It works really well too. It wasn't restored or anything. I cleaned it up. The T key sometimes bounces a little bit, so it enters twice every now and again. I don't know why. I haven't really looked into it. Doesn't really bother me too much. Alrighty, so now on to other cool hardwares. I have made a video about this SWAT. I didn't really do an unboxing or anything because I bought all this right before I moved, and I'd lost some of the footage, so I never really did a proper video on it apart from just sort of like the old build log with the old i7 board and installing the new GPU. I didn't really do a proper vloggity video on that one. So yeah, I got the Core i7 6700K. It's got a small overclock on it. I think it's 4.5 gigahertz. For that, I also needed to get a new board. So I got the Z170X Gaming 3 gigabyte board. Very nice board. I also got 16 gigabytes of Corsair memory with that one. And then the GPU I got was the GTX 1080 Ti Founders Edition. I have hardly used this thing. I just have not had time. I also got the EK water block for it, so I kept my water cooling. I'll again put a link in the description down below of that video. Alrighty, so yeah, onto the games. Just quickly go through these. Wallace and Gromit in Project Zoo. Stitch Experiment 626. This game's really fun, actually. Played a bit of that the other day. Got this one, Metal Arms Glitch in the System. Looks a bit like Ratchet and Clank, kind of. I'm not sure. I'll try and get some gameplay of all these and put them in the corner of the video as well. Casper and the Ghostly Trio. LA Rush. Jumper, Griffin's Story. I don't know what this is. It looks like a cheapie. My very first Turok game, Turok Evolution. I've never played one. It's Dinosaurs and Guns or something. Siphon Filter, the Amiga Strain. Probably some sci-fi game. Jackass the Game, I didn't have it. Yeah, the first movie's good. The other movies are crap, so. And I didn't really watch the TV show as a kid, so. Yeah, it looks like okay fun. Garfield. Ooh, looks like a role-playing game, I think. Sort of like just to do the missions, waste some time sort of thing. SpongeBob Moving with Friends. I think it's like an iToy game. Extermination. This one caught my eye because it's got a shiny cover and it was only $1.50. I don't know what it's about. There's something to do with Marine Special Forces. It's some Splinter Cell kind of game. Rhythmic Star. You know, just another shovelware. Ooh. State of Emergency. I've been wanting to get this game for years. One of my friends had it on PC a few years ago, and I could never get it to work on my computer. I had a Pentium 3 back then, it just wouldn't run. And yeah, so I'm gonna have a chance at playing this. It always intrigued me. Warriors of Might and Magic. I didn't know this game came out on PS2. Car Wash Tycoon, another shovelware. Always good, always good. Roller Coaster Tycoon is my favorite Tycoon game. Ford Racing 2. Now this is interesting. I used to have this on PC. It was only the demo. And it was the only, like, it was the best looking game that I had ever found that actually ran properly on my Pentium 3 back then, with its, I think it had SIS 630 onboard graphics or something. It's a terrible computer, but I loved it to bits. We have Extreme Express. I think it's one of those like tycoon games, is it? No, it's Racing Trains. Apparently Racing Trains is a thing. Shifters, this is like that, what is it, Jumper game. It's a 3DO title as well. I don't know, it's like a fantasy thing. Airblade. Kind of like a, what's that game called? Yeah, it's kind of like Jet Set Radio. Sort of style of a game. Rollerblades. I don't know if you graffiti things. I think it's just like a Jet Set Radio crossed with Tony Hawk. And I got Arctic Thunder. Skidoo game. Snowmobile game. Muppets Party Cruise. Always fun. Muppets is fun. So it's like a Mario Party kind of game, but Muppets theme. It's pretty cute, pretty cute. What's this one? This is, ooh, it's He-Man. 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 Might play this tonight actually, looks like fun. Got a Star Trek game, Star Trek Conquest. Turn-based strategy by the looks. Looks boring. Ooh, Underworld, The Eternal War. I recently went back and watched all the Underworld movies, as well as all the Resident Evil, and all of Blade. I think it was Blade. I went back and watched. I love those sorts of movies. I wonder if there's going to be any good compared to the movie. I'm thinking maybe not. It's also a Play It. Keep on running across these guys. Weird publisher. Totally Spies. Totally awesome. Is it a rhythm game? I think it's just junkware. So, we'll find out. XXI. And did I reprint this cover? Shit, I can't remember. I think I did reprint this cover. I can't actually tell now. Yes, I'm pretty sure I reprinted the cover. It didn't come with a cover. So, yeah, that's pretty neat. Wait, no, did I reprint the cover? No, I reprinted the book. Heard about this game a fair bit. I haven't played it. It's cell shaded. I really don't like cell shaded games. I find them frustrating, but I've been trying to love them. iToy Victorious Boxes 2. They made 2 of these apparently. Yeah, Virtual Fighter kind of thing. Splashdown. It's like Wave Race, but for the PS2. Color balance is all gone to shit. Tetris Worlds. Everyone loves Tetris. And the last one on PS2, Strawberry Shortcake Sweet Dream. It actually looks like it's one of those compilation minigame things like Dora the Explorer. Slide this over here so I don't get murdered by it. Speaking of murdered, I got this. Murdered Soul Suspect. I'm yet to play it. My Xbox has no free space. Oh, the dust off it. I don't know if I had this in the last pickup, so I just threw it here in just in case. This is Emily the Strangeless. I don't know where my DS is gone. Also got this PS Vita game for $8. Dungeon Hunter Alliance. It's very similar to Diablo. He's dungeon crawling, killing things. It's actually kind of fun. The Vita, I have the OLED version of the Vita, and it's a great screen, but it's just a little bit small for my eyes. Also got Impossible Mission. I've been trying to get this game for a while. I thought it was like, because there is a Wii version of this, and I think Xbox or something. I thought this was just like some crappy rip-off of Mission Impossible or something, like a shovelware game, but apparently, I know with the Wii version, that version of the game is actually really good. This is just the PSP version, so it's just a platformer. Death Junior 2 Root of Evil. This one looked cool. I like the cover on it. I have to find my PSP as well. It's in storage, and it does support multiplayer. Very cool, very spooky. I love it. On the PS3, sorry. Dark Kingdom. Never actually heard of this game. Two Worlds 2, I believe, and I have number 1 somewhere. I believe Dungeon Siege. You notice all these games are really cheap too. I want to play the first one before I play this one. Oh, and then Game of Thrones. Funny thing about this game is the iPhone version is almost identical to it, like as far as like the graphics and stuff go. It's quite fascinating that an iPhone can play, you know, the equivalent of an Xbox 360 game, even though it's at a lower resolution. Still looks fancy. Shopkeep. Found it in the shovelware section at EB Games. Looks like fun. Looks terribly fun. Might do a let's play that. Ooh, Limbo. I've seen this game floating around since it came out, and I really wanted to get it because the cover art looked so cool. This is the special edition, missing the rest of the special edition. So I only paid $5 for it. I'm not actually sure what the game's about. It's rated 18. I don't know. I can't remember, but I remember it was cool for some reason. Got to install that and try it out. Ooh, next up I also finally got Overwatch. It was like $30 at EB Games on sale or something. And I got the fancy fold out sleevey thing. Ooh, it's fun. This game's weird. It's a fun game. It's not as good as something like Unreal Tournament or Quake 3 or anything like that, but it's okay. It's just annoying that there's so many rules with the game. You can't even play the game in like ultra wide. The widest you can play it in is 21 by 9, whatever it is, the cinema aspect, or you can play it 16 by 9 or 16 by 10. But you can't play it on 3 monitors, which is stupid. Really stupid. Apparently it's to stop cheating. I don't know how you're meant to cheat by having an ultra-wide monitor. I don't know. It's kind of dumb. You can't do a lot of things like that in the game. I don't understand. It's just a dumb thing to do. I don't know. Maybe lots of kids play it or something. I don't know. Camping Manager. Bought this because it looks stupid. And I love lots of crappy PC games. They're always fun. Ooh, Civilization 4. A friend of mine suggested playing Civilization. Looks like it's more like turn-based rather than real-time. I thought it was a real-time game like Age of Empires. I really like Age of Empires, but I don't know. Maybe I'll give this a go. This is the complete. So this is number 4 with the 2 expansions. Pretty cool. Frontlines Fuel of War. This looks like a very late release on the 360. Not super late because it was made by THQ and THQ went bankrupt. Those were the days. Beowulf, the game. This looks like a bit of a shovelware sort of a game. I actually have not heard of this. I've heard of Beowulf. I don't know about the game though. It looks like fun. It's Vikings and stuff. Maybe it isn't shovelware. It came out in 2007 because what year did 360 come out? 2005, 2006? So I doubt it's actually shovelware. Sorry about that. Oh, I forgot about this one. This is Pinball Tournament. I've heard this game isn't very good, but I still want to try it out. Xbox original games are starting to get a little bit more expensive, and this one's only $3. But shh, don't tell anyone. Yeah, as I was saying, Xbox is starting to creep up, get into like the GameCube space of pricing, and GameCube's getting stupid. Like $100, really, for a GameCube game? The GameCube version of games is crap. The only games I'd want to buy, like apart from the ones I've already bought because they're really cheap. The only games that like you'd have to get on GameCube and pay that GameCube tax would be the exclusives for it. You know, like Zelda and Mario and crap. Also found this one yesterday. I think it was yesterday or the day before. RPM tuning. Never heard of it. I think it's like some sort of sort of like cash grab at like Midnight Club or like Need for Speed Underground sort of thing. Ooh, Shrek Super Slam. It's Shrek meets Street Fighter. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. Fun game. Bruce Lee. Yeah, that was $1. I'm assuming it's just like Mortal Kombat, but Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee Combat. And then I got Black. I've seen this game around for years and I've always wanted to play it. It always looked elusive. And it's one of the ones with the late releases with the Xbox 360 sticker on the front. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So is it similar to Fear? As in, like, it's like a weird first-person shooter sci-fi thing, which is pretty cool. And then the last two, we got two GameCube games. We got Peter Jackson's King Kong. That movie was terrible. Fight King Kong. Oh, you can play as King Kong. Well, that's cool. You can play as man too. He was playing man. Plays King Kong. Can you play as Jack Black? I don't know. This came out 2005. Really? Yeah, that makes sense. Ooh, and the Scorpion King. People hate this movie. I don't know about the game. The movie had some terrible CGI. I didn't mind the movie actually. It has, what's his name? Vin Diesel? No. The Rock? No. Someone. This guy. Anyway, so that is my pickups for this little while. I'm going to be moving again, so it'll probably be a long time before my next one. So yeah, until next time, see ya.